Hi, welcome to my frequently asked questions video. This matches the stuff that's typed out on my frequently asked questions page. I'm going to answer these questions. 1, how is Chris different? Why is her website special? Why doesn't she use subcontractors? 2, where can Chris perform? 3, what does it include? 4, do you do Anna and Elsa or other multiple character shows? 5, how much notice do you need to book? How far in advance? 6, what is the price and how do I book you? 7, how do I pay? 8, do I need 1 hour, 1.5 hours, or 2 hours? And can I add extra time at the party? 9, will the boys feel included? And 10, what's your cancellation policy? Okay, let's go. Question 1, how is Chris different? So the huge difference is I don't use subcontractors. In the San Francisco Bay Area, all the other companies, and I know them all, have to send you someone who's not the person you texted with or necessarily the person in the video. They're covering a lot of parties. I'm different, I'm one person. So that means the person advertised to you in all the videos is who really comes. It's very reassuring. And if you book like double characters like Elsa and Anna, I bring someone with me, but I never just send you someone that you haven't screened. The other cool thing about hiring me is that I'm super crazy experienced. So I think I might be the most experienced performer I know in the Bay, maybe in the USA. I started a company when I was younger and my staff did 14,000 shows, so I know how big companies work. I know everything that can go wrong. 3 years ago, I closed it to downsize, to control quality. Now it's just me, and I personally have been to 3,000 shows. So I bring you 10 years of experience. Parents say I'm crazy fast, so my face paint and my balloons usually go 2 or 3 times faster than you've seen. So that means the kids are not bored and waiting. Another gigantic benefit since I closed my company is parents used to always ask, can Cinderella sing her song? Can Ariel sing her song? And especially now with Elsa, can Elsa sing her song? And the really great thing now that it's always me is that I can sing at every party, which is huge. If you look at other websites, I totally understand because I had a company just like it. There's always in the fine print, we can't promise a singer, you can request it. That's because they reshift staffing, they have to. They can't send one girl to Napa and Santa Cruz in the same day, so you don't know if you're getting a singer. The benefit is that I can sing at every show, which is like really sweet. A lot of parents tell me that's like the moment. Another reason I hope you'll consider choosing me is that my price structure took me 10 years to figure out. I'm so happy about it. It's very simple and clean and I think honest, which is that I don't do things like charge extra for any amount of kids over 12, or if you want to add balloons, I charge more. I don't do anything like that because at the party I don't want to be counting kids and renegotiating price with you. And you don't want that either. So the really lovely thing is you just pay for how long you want me. You save an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, that's what you pay for. Unlimited kids, unlimited activities, easy, done, no problem. Another super thing about hiring me that's not evident at first is you have my cell phone number. When I had a big company, we couldn't give out numbers. So from this moment on, when you text me your city, date, and time to book, you're gonna have my cell phone. So on the party day, you're not calling a company, getting a voicemail. If you need to tell me something urgent about the venue or parking, you can always find me. That's huge. Where does Chris perform? So I drive to any city within 100 miles of San Francisco. I perform in homes, little tiny apartments, parks, schools, restaurants, hotel ballrooms, big outdoor stages, hospitals, no problem, happy to go to hospitals. And just so you know, I get hired, I'm very lucky, I get hired by Google, Facebook, Safeway's corporate headquarters, American Express, Santana Row, you can sometimes see me there, Amazon.com. All hire me consistently annually for corporate events. So I do all kinds of stuff. 3, what is included? Can you walk me through a party? How much space do you need? Sure, so my price includes me coming as any character, doing any activities that you tell me to do. Those characters show my character page, activities are on the activity page. I don't need hardly anything from you. That's totally by design after 3,000 shows. I need just enough space for the kids to sit on the carpet around my feet or on the grass. If we're outside, it's nice if you have a blanket. Really don't need much. If I face paint, I need a cup of water. That's about as intense as it gets, and I don't require an electrical outlet. My music system is all fully charged on purpose. Also, there's a video on my website called Tips for a Best Show. So if you'd like to watch that next, that one's got really good advice. But it's all optional. Really, I don't need hardly anything from you. Question 4, do you do Elsa and Anna or other multiple character shows? Yes. Totally. It's so epic. If you can hire both of us, hire both of us. It's so good. If you can't afford it, just hire me. Don't worry about it. But if you can do both of us, it's amazing. So I have a long-term friend who's been doing parties for a long time. She used to work at my company when I had a big company. And also my sister-in-law does character parties too. So that's who I refer to if I'm sold out. But if you hire both of us, that's who I bring with me. A really cool tip about having 2 or 3 of us, but 2, usually Elsa and Anna or something like that, is we do not charge to do something that I call staggering the times. So like if you want Anna to come like 15, 30, or 45 minutes before Elsa, it's really cool and we don't charge extra to do that. So like Anna's time could start and then 30 minutes later Elsa could show up. And it's a sneaky way to like get longer time and longer help with the kids without really paying for longer. And it's also like really fun drama for the kids to like, when the second character shows up, the first character can really amp it up. So, question 5, how much notice do you need? How far in advance do I need to book? So the lucky thing for me is I'm able to depend on this as income, which is like incredible and amazing to me. Every single weekend sells out and I can't control when it sells out. So there's really no answer. Been asked for like 10 years. It makes perfect sense, and the truth is soon. Like the earliest you think you might want it, save it. Question 6, what is your price and how do I book? So just text me city, date, and time, or contact me in any other way, email, web form, all this good stuff, call me. But basically what I really, really, really want to tell the parents of the world, this will help you so much, is you don't have to know anything about the party except the city, date, and time. You don't have to know how many kids are coming because that fluctuates. You don't have to know what character you want me to be because kids change their mind. I know that, believe me. You can tell me the day before what character I am, and you don't have to know what you want me to do. A lot of parents sweetly and politely try to figure all of that out before they book, and then the spot is gone. So just text me city, date, and time. We can figure out what character I am, what I do, how many kids are coming way down the road. That's the only important first step right now, is blocking the city, date, and time. Question 7, how do I pay? So it's totally up to you. When you contact me for the link to book, the shopping cart will give you a choice. You can make the $50 deposit and then I pick up the rest in cash at the party. I don't take checks. Or when you check out right now, you can put it all on your credit card so it's done with. Some people do that because they don't want to deal with money on the party day. Question 8, do I want 1 hour, 1.5 hours, or 2 hours? Can I add time at the party? So to answer your question, there's no right answer. I'm not the kind of company where for 1 hour, this is my package, and 1.5 hours, because some people hire me for 2 hours for 8 kids because they want them to have a really luxurious, indulgent experience with a ton of activities. Some people hire me 20 kids for 1 hour. It's entirely up to you. So I always tell people, book as long as you can afford. I'm $59 for 30 minutes. It's completely worth it. So if you can afford 2 hours, book 2 hours. If you can afford 1.5, do 1.5. If you can only afford 1, only book 1. I promise I'll rock it and do as much as I can. To answer your question about booking time at the party, like, okay, I'm supposed to be done at 4, can you extend to 4:30? It's really uncommon that I'm able to do that, just because I count on booking myself completely to sold out to pay my bills. So maybe 1 in 10 parties I'm able to do that. I'm happy to do it if I can. But the best advice is to avoid me being booked back to back and right after your party, is just go ahead and save it. It's completely worth it. I promise, out of all the spending you spend on the party, it's so easy to blow $50 on extra ice at 7-Eleven, and I promise I will do really good with any money you invest in me. So it's your call. Any length that you can afford, do it. Question 9, will the boys feel included? The answer is yes, absolutely. It's really never hardly a problem that a boy doesn't feel totally included. I did my bachelor's degree in child psychology, and my thesis paper, which I'm very lucky earned me double honors in my major, was on gender in kids. So I am like the last person to have rigid gender rules. I'm not, this is for boys and that's for girls. And even though my company's called Magic Princess, I play wizards, pirates, superheroes. I was just a superhero yesterday. So, you know, I do parties for little dudes all the time. And even when I'm dressed as a princess, when I'm twisting balloons, I can do swords, airplanes. When I'm doing face paint, I do ninjas and ninja turtles and superheroes and dragons. So nobody's left out. Number 10, cancellation policy. It's really straightforward. You make a $50 deposit when you book, and if you give me less than 48 hours notice, I have to keep the $50 because I turned on other work. But if you give me more than 48 hours notice, happy to give it back. If you just want to change your date, I totally understand, and as long as I can accommodate it, your new date, I change dates for free. All right, you sat through all my frequently asked questions. Thank you so much. So this is just a reminder that now is the moment to text me your city, date, and time to contact me or any other way so I can tell you if I'm open so we can block it. And just a reminder that you don't need to know the final character, the number of kids exactly, or what you want me to do. Those are all things we can figure out later. Okay, I'll see you at your party.